Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-September 2023 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as well as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridging the gap spread. And the way it works is I'll get the past, present, and future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight. That's where bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left is your energy and the cards on the right is the other person's. If you feel it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have magic. So to me, this says you might have actually felt like you manifested the connection with this person in some kind of way. Maybe the two of you were both into occult things as well. That's certainly a possibility. But yeah, you might have felt like in some ways this was the exact type of connection that you were calling in the past. Right, past energy on their side, we have the Five of Swords reverse. So usually this would be a good thing to see in reverse, but the artwork in this position actually makes the upright position seem a little less intimidating, right? It looks like someone who actually has genuine regrets around the situation from the past. So here it could be a bit of a 50-50 thing, where what I will say is seeing this in reverse to me says that in the past they weren't really interested in any further conflict, but the only question there, given that the artwork here is a little different from most decks to me, is to whether or not they felt some kind of remorse around any conflict you guys had in the past or not. Alright, present energy on your side, we have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups in this deck always stands out to me as far as usually with the Eight of Cups we see someone walking away from a situation, but here the artwork always seems a little bit more difficult to decipher as far as, yeah, you could say maybe they are getting up to leave, but in some ways it could also look like they might be returning. So for some of you, you could be at either side of that, right, where you might have already left the situation behind and you're coming back at this time, or for some of you might be preparing to leave it behind now. But what stands out for me the most is we do see the Seven of Cups there, which Seven of Cups energy points to confusion a lot of the times, and then we see the One Cup by itself that doesn't seem to have the same color heart as the other ones, right? So it could just be one of those things where maybe in the present you're feeling some confusion around whether or not the connection is going anywhere or not, right? Wondering maybe if these feelings are reciprocated or not. So that's what I see with that. And maybe this is saying that this person could be a bit more closed off emotionally than you are, and that could be what's causing the disconnect at this time. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Six of Swords. So to me, whatever the situation was in the past, like I said, whether there was some regret around it or not, seeing this in the present says to me that they are going to make an honest effort to try to get things back on track and try to reconnect with you, try to get on the same page around things. It could just be that your approaches are a little bit different, because we're seeing a lot of swords energy here versus a cup energy. So it could just be one of those things where you guys might just be trying to figure out each other's love languages at this time. All right, future energy, we have the Ace of Cups. So to me, this says it looks like for a lot of you, either way you will feel whatever stage you guys are in now that we talked about before, whether or not you already left and came back or you're leaving now, looks like in the future you will want to actually rekindle the flame in this connection. For some of you, could be a really short-lived thing, because it looks like, to me, that makes me think of the new moon, the moon image we see there, and then here it looks more like a full moon, so it could just be one of those things, like let's say around the Virgo full moon, you might be at this stage, and by the time we get to the Aries full moon, toward the end of September, you might already feel like, okay, I want to give this another shot. So for a lot of you, it won't be a long-lived thing, but that's what I see there. Right, and future energy on their side, we have the Lovers. So yeah, definitely looks like the passion is growing for this person, and possibly even more importantly, their ability to express those emotions might be improving in the future. So definitely looks like a positive there. And interesting to me that that's Gemini energy there too. So technically we have Swords energy throughout the entire side for this person. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where, like I said, your approaches could be different, given that you're water energy and this is a lot of air energy. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Four of Staves. So yeah, this is Aries energy, another indicator that this could actually go to distance, right? And actually, I was just talking about the Aries full moon, so for some of you, you might actually start to feel a lot more confidence in this connection as early as that Aries full moon, which would be right around the end of September. Right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, more Swords energy here. And if we look at the artwork, they're holding the sword. Isn't like the best way to hold it, right? And they're holding that um, candlestick. So to me, it's like, okay, it represents that passion to me, but then not necessarily always being good at communicating that passion. So that could be something that they're still learning, still getting more comfortable with. And that might be the growth that you're seeing through this connection as time progresses. All right, so moving on to your oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle Cards deck here. That's going to be over your single card here. All right, and next we'll see what we get from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation. That's going to pull a single card from here as well, and then we'll read both messages together to wrap the reading up. And that does want to go back in the deck, so let's see what you got. Okay. All right, we have trust. It says it is safe to trust in the situation. So yeah, for a lot of you, you might actually figure that out rather quickly because, like I said, it looks like maybe you're having some doubt. Like, okay, is this person really feeling the same way I am, right? And like I said, it looks like they might have just struggled around communicating their emotions, right? So you might even see certain signs that they do have that emotional side. So, for example, maybe they really connect well with animals, right? Maybe they really love animals. We even see them holding the flowers there, right? But it could just be one of those things when it's actually a struggle for them to communicate those feelings to another person. So, like I said, it looks like there is an attempt to grow in that regard from their side. All right, and we have mending. There's the artwork, and the number is 52. Actually, I think Cancer just got this one as well, but we'll see what it says. Okay, the relationship message says you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you are to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. So yeah, definitely a positive message there. Like I said, it looks like maybe there was some conflict there with the Five of Swords in reverse, but like I said, this seems to be a somewhat short-lived thing, and it looks like both of you will be open to the connection a lot more in the future. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see y'all next month. All right, bye.